Welcome to Buckets, coming to you from the Tommy John Home Studios. My name's Matt Moore. I'm the senior NBA writer for the Action Network, joined by Jay Money. He's on Twitter and YouTube at JMoneyIsMoney. You can catch his live show daily, giving out all sorts of good picks for the people. And Michael Fiddle makes more than one appearance on his show, and Jay goes on Fiddle's show, and it's just like a big happy family here at Buckets. Glad to have you with us. This is Best Bets episode for Tuesday, January 28th in the association for what is truly a card only sickos could love. We'll give you best bets for this slate. We'll talk about a number of things. Do want to let you know the stage is set for Super Bowl 59 and the many prop bets to come. That means now is the perfect time to upgrade to an Action Pro subscription, because only Action Pro subscribers get real-time pick alerts from our experts like Super Bowl prop masters Sean Kerner and Chris Raybon, plus all the tools you need to turn a profit betting in 2025. You're going to get Brandon Anderson with that, as well as he logs. I'm sure he's going to have escalators on all sorts of crazy stuff for the Super Bowl. You're going to want to check it out. Right now, new subscribers can get $40 off a year of Action Pro at actionnetwork.com/SB. That's $40 off for the full year, so you'll be covered for the Super Bowl, March Madness, baseball, NBA, and even next college football and NFL season. Don't wait. Visit actionnetwork.com/SB to get $40 off Action Pro. All right. We will go around the horn and we'll give our best bets here for Tuesday with a slate only a mother could love. But I do want to ask you, so Jay, Lakers are at Sixers. I won't bet Sixers games because I have no idea how to power rate that team whatsoever or what they're going to look like night to night. You were telling me you won't bet on Lakers or Warriors games is this just the season, right?
Yeah, okay. I mean, for right now, 2 years ago, the Lakers, I love the Lakers, but this year, there's no way to gauge them.
All right, talk more about this. Explain to me why you're not betting Lakers or Warriors games this season.
Just look at, I can't say, I don't mind betting against the Warriors. I'll do that. I really think that this is a true rebuilding year. Like, a lot of people are looking at the Warriors like, oh, they have Steph Curry, they have all these guys, or they're the Warriors, right? They're going to win. No, this team is an absolute fade right now. And there's no way that I wouldn't lay any points with the Warriors right now. But I can't say, I won't bet on the Warriors, but I'll definitely bet against them. But the Lakers, I won't bet on them. I will not bet against them. This team was up 29-6 in the first quarter versus the Charlotte Hornets. I'm not trying to remind you, Matt, but I'm just going to show you that this is the team. They were up 33-12. Anthony Davis literally had 21 points and 11 rebounds in the first quarter. He had more points than the Charlotte Hornets. And then it's a 3-point game late in the game. I cannot trust this team at all. No lead is safe. And then also you can't bet against them because you never know when they're going to play like defending champions or something. So this is just something that I do. I never really have a team that's on a do not bet list or something like that. But they're just in general, I just don't bet their games because I never know what I'm going to get from the Los Angeles Lakers.
I had Lakers -5.5. They won by 5.
Oh,
and a tail Joe Delera on that Mark Williams points and assist prop. And of course, that lost as well. I hated that game. I hated every single ounce of that game. Loved Celtics Rockets though. We got home on our parlay on last night. Hopefully you tailed on that. We got a good cap on Celtics Rockets, including the money line, by the way. All right, let's do some best bets for the Tuesday slate. We got 4 games with the rescheduled Rockets Hawks game. Both those teams are on a back-to-back. Hawks are banged up to hell. Lakers, Sixers, Jazz, Warriors, Bucks, Blazers. Not a lot of good stuff here. Where do you want to go, Jay? What's your best bet for Tuesday?
Yeah, I'm not a total guy, but I don't really have a side that I like, so I'm going to go with 2 of the best defensive teams over the last 5 games. I'll go with the Bucks and Blazers under 231.5. It will be a small play for me.
All right. I am going to grab the points with a tanking team on the 3rd in 4 nights back-to-back because I'm taking the Utah Jazz plus 10.5. I'll go first here. Look, so very simply here, the Warriors at home have been rough. They are 45% against the spread, but their ATS margin is one of the worst in the league. They've simply not been as good at home as on the road. And we've seen this from them over the last 3 seasons, where one year they're really good at home and they're terrible on the road. And then they switch it up and they're really good at on the road and they're terrible at home. And they keep kind of flipping it up. And this year the Warriors are kind of mediocre in both, but they're especially not good at home. because of how bad their home court, like on base power rating, just like if I give them normal home court, I only get this to Warriors -4. That's how low I have the Warriors power rated right now. With their adjusted stuff, I'm not even going to say what I have them on because it's quite frankly terrifying. So, like, look, you should check the injury report. You're going to find the quick slips for this episode down there. You're going to find it. But I'm just telling you, wait. Because I don't want to give you this play and then have it be like, oh yeah, they're sitting Walker Kessler and Laurie, and they're only playing the development guys. I don't want to do that. So go ahead and wait. But if the Jazz are like, yeah, no, everybody's good to go, we're going to go ahead and roll this out here, then yeah, 10.5, that's a crazy number for this Warriors team. This Warriors team does not deserve the respect of laying 10.5 under any circumstances this season or at any point. We mentioned the Tommy John home studio off the top of the show, right? Plus, we've been talking about him all year. That's because great games start with great underwear, and Tommy John's makes the greatest. This weekend, hanging out, I was snowed in on Saturday, and so the whole day made soup, hanging out in my Tommy John's t-shirt, put on a fresh pair of Tommy John's pajama pants, and just hung out all day, watch NBA games, play video games with my kids. It was absolutely awesome. It is the most comfortable wear that you're going to find around the home. You will sleep better in it. It's great for layering too, if you want to be able to put different layers on during the winter because when it's cold out. Awesome stuff. If you love the Buckets podcast, then you know that when you're truly comfortable, you do everything better, and that includes betting. So if you love Buckets and you love this crew, you're going to love Tommy John. Get 25% off your first order right now at TommyJohn.com/buckets. Again, you can save 25% off at TommyJohn.com/buckets. Before we get Jay's cap on Blazers and Bucks, I do want to let you know, if you want to tail any of the bets from today's episode or any of the bets from Buckets going forward, just click on the link in the episode description, or you can visit actionnetwork.com/betnow. That's actionnetwork.com/betnow, and you'll be able to tail the picks. Jay, all right, Blazers and Bucks here. This is, I believe, the Bucks are also in a bet. Yep, Bucks are on a 3rd and 4 back-to-back as well. Blazers are on 1 game rest, so they got normal rest advantage here. Total in this game is 230.5. I've got it pegged right now at 227. So I like this underplay. Tell me why you're on the under for Bucks and Blazers.
Yeah, you can actually find a 231.5 out there right now as well. So I'm going to tell with an under, especially in today's NBA, I'm going to take all the points I can get. I just want to say real quick, the Warriors are only 1-3 against the spread this year when laying double digits, when laying 10 or more points. So that's that. But the Blazers, man, I kind of wanted to try to go out on a limb here, but unfortunately they did beat the Bucks earlier this season, January 4th. They actually beat them in Milwaukee as 11.5 point underdogs. They beat them 105-102. Have actually won the past 2 meetings versus the Bucks here. The Blazers are actually playing really well. They're 4-1 straight up, 5-0 against the spread the last 5. And you know how they've been doing it? They've been doing it with defense. You look at them over the last 5 games. This is the number 1 defensive rated team in the league over the last 5 games. It's actually crazy, man. The Blazers are number 1 and the Raptors are number 2, man. Go figure. That's the NBA for you. But Raptors actually been playing some really great defense. But yeah, Blazers, they've been locking up on defense, man. They held the Magic. The Magic can't score, but they held them to 79, held the Hornets to 97, held the Heat to 107, held the Bulls, who loves to run and gun. They held them to 102 points, man. Held OKC to 118 as well, man. So they're giving up an average of 100.6 points per game over their last 5 games. Obviously, the Bucks are not in a great spot here. They're on the West Coast. They played in LA, then Utah, now going up to Portland. Third game in back-to-back, third game in 4 nights, all road games as well. So travel in between. It's not the best spots for the Bucks. Probably going to get Middleton out in this one. I believe Bobby Portis is still out as well. So I know that Dame is coming back to his own stomping grounds, but the Blazers are playing really great defense, and so are the Bucks as well. They're the number 3 rated defensive team over the last 5 games. They're holding opponents to around 107 points per game. So if these defenses keep up with how they've been playing, we're looking at likely somewhere around 207, 210 points. Now, I don't think it'll get that low, but at 231, it's just too high. This was the best play that I could find on the board. Didn't like any sides. Not a total better. I'll tell you guys that right now, but I will make a small play on the under 231.5 with 2 of the top 3 defensive rated teams over the last 5 games.
Yeah, nothing on the injury report except Ayton is questionable, so the Blazers are pretty clear. And then you have some guys like Tamani Camera, really good player and really good defender right now. He's playing really good ball. Denny Avdia playing really good ball right now. I actually think that the Blazers offense is a good reason for the under here because the Blazers offense is playing a little bit better too, which means that they can actually set their defense. Because when they get scrambled, if you watch, when they are mixed up in mid transition, that's where they start to lose stuff because they're young and they're still trying to figure stuff out. But yeah, defense has been a lot better. Robert Williams has been really good for them. This is also, I think, probably a showcase game as they're still trying to kind of showcase and get more interested offers for both Jeremy Grant and Robert Williams before the deadline, as well as Anthony Simons. So yeah, everybody's good to go here. Should be good. Do want to tell you, as like a general, not you, but the general you, the audience, I do want to tell you, be careful, especially on props. And the reason I say that is like we got hit with Bogdanovich was out tonight. He was a healthy scratch DNP, which made me like I was sending some text out. In particular, next couple of days because I think I'm going to be off of buckets. You're going to have Sean here coming up. A couple of teams to keep an eye on. The Sacramento Kings, and actually this Utah Jazz team. I would say that as much as I like the Jazz, again, you're going to want to wait until tip because I don't know if every player on the Utah Jazz roster is going to be on their roster by the time that they get the tip tomorrow night. That's how fast I hear things are moving on some stuff. So keep an eye out for that. So Jay's got the under in Bucks and Blazers. I have Jazz Warriors. I've got Jazz plus 10.5 versus Warriors. If everybody's available for the Jazz, you track in the Action Network app when I put it in there. You can catch it in the quick slip. That's going to do it for today's episode. Quick one because the slate is tough, but we did give you some best bets. So you can catch it. You can catch all the great stuff at Action Network. Follow Joe Delera and Jim Turvey and Jay and all those guys. And we will see you guys again tomorrow for another episode. Till then, let's get buckets.